Welcome to another video where we're going to be discussing natural treatment options for hirsutism with PCOS. Now, hirsutism is the excess growth of thick, dark facial and body hair in PCOS. It's actually a very common symptom that the latest research I was reading is about 70 to 80% of all people with PCOS will suffer with some degree of hirsutism. So as I said, don't have to be too familiar with the term hirsutism. That's the correct name for it. But what we are talking about is basically growing facial hair, growing a beard, growing chest hair, that thick, dark hair in areas of the body that have more androgen receptors than others. So that's why you see hirsutism in areas of the body like the face, the jawline, the chest, the belly, the thighs, the lower back. These areas of the body have more androgen receptors than other areas of the body. And that gives us a little clue into what causes hirsutism in PCOS. And it's that excess level of androgen hormones, which I speak about a lot on our social media. So androgen hormones are a group of hormones that most people associate with male sex characteristics. But women naturally produce a small amount of androgens naturally. The most common androgen being testosterone, but you'll also see androstenedione, DHEA, DHT. These are all androgen hormones. I've spoken about many times before that one of the most common and hallmark hormonal imbalances of PCOS is high androgens, specifically high testosterone, but high androgens overall. So hirsutism in PCOS, that thick dark hair, is driven by high levels of androgen hormones. So therefore, to naturally treat hirsutism in PCOS, which you can see incredible results. It generally does take a little bit longer than other symptoms. Symptoms like improved mood or improved energy levels. You can generally see good results within the first 1 or 2 weeks. Different for everybody. But hirsutism is something that you're going to have to give it a little bit of time. Anywhere from 2 to 6 months to see significant changes. Now, it can be quicker than that. Some ladies do see results far quicker than that. But honestly, give yourself at least 2 months following these tips, because these tips are all backed by science, backed by research, to see significant changes in growing less facial and body hair. So you can do it, you can reverse this, but you do have to make the right changes, which we'll speak about in this video. So as I said just then, driven by high level of androgen hormones. So then to naturally treat this, we're looking for ways and we're looking for treatment strategies that have been shown to naturally lower androgen hormones. And I have a few here. The first one I want to look at is spearmint tea, actually. So it's interesting, the amount of research behind spearmint tea is very little, but the amount of feedback is very high. On our website, I own Healthy PCOS, obviously. The best feedback products would be Balance and Berberine by far. But third will be spearmint tea, more than inositol, more than zinc, more than magnesium. There are these well-known supplements for PCOS. Spearmint tea has an incredible feedback score. It far outweighs how much research is done on it. I've got a paper here that was published a while ago now, so 2010, and it was only a small study out of Turkey. But they found that women with PCOS drinking 2 cups of spearmint tea daily significantly lowered their androgen levels and also significantly improved their hirsutism. Wonderful results, but also backed by reviews. If you go onto the website, look at the reviews of spearmint tea, and you can see that it is a very well-reviewed thing. Also, what I love about this is 2 cups a daily. It's easy to work into your routine. If you don't like the tea, if you don't like the taste of the tea, then look for a supplement version. We have one on the website and it's just capsules. And also with spearmint tea, there's no research, human research I've seen that has shown peppermint works the same. So unfortunately, you can't use peppermint tea as a replacement. It has to be the spearmint tea. And as I mentioned just then, if you can't get the spearmint tea, look into, or if you don't like the spearmint tea, look into something like a spearmint supplement. The second one is a laser hair removal or electrolysis. Now, I don't know too much about these because I really focus on the hormonal side of things. The thing about these treatment strategies is obviously they can be very quick. Hirsutism is a symptom that not many, it's so visual, so it can be so impactful. I don't speak to many women that want to walk around with, facial hair. Some do, which is absolutely fine, but most women don't. So it is a symptom that you kind of want fast results. And as I said before, improving your hormones to improve hirsutism can take a little bit of time. So something like laser hair removal or electrolysis can be that quick improvement. In the comments below, I would love for you to share your experience if you have any experience with this, because you never know how much your experience can help the next person who doesn't have anyone in their life that they can rely on. But these two treatment strategies, although they won't improve the underlying hormonal drivers, so they're not a real treatment, a lasting treatment, they can be that quick treatment to really help get rid of it while you're working on improving the underlying hormonal drivers. Number 3 is omega-3 rich foods, and that's because omega-3s are a natural anti-androgen. Why I like this too is these are foods you can simply incorporate into your diet. So some really great omega-3 rich foods will be salmon. So maybe have salmon for dinner once a week, maybe twice every 10 days. You don't want to have too much salmon, but once a week. Chia seeds, you can put chia seeds in oats if you have overnight oats. Flax seeds, I really like the oil. If you have a protein powder, you can just put 20 or 30 mils of flaxseed oil into your protein shake and make it really healthy for your PCOS. And also walnuts, so a little handful or 30 grams of walnuts a day. So omega-3 rich foods, salmon, chia seeds, flax seeds, walnuts can go a long way to improving hirsutism as well. My apologies. The next treatment strategy I want to talk about is the supplement combination of zinc and saw palmetto. So zinc, you're looking at 20 to 30 milligrams daily. Zinc picolinate would be ideal, and saw palmetto, about 320 milligrams a day of extract. So zinc is an anti-androgen as well. It has been shown through research to improve hirsutism as well as lower androgens in PCOS, but I find it combines really well with saw palmetto. So saw palmetto is a plant that grows a lot in actually Southern America. So not South America, but Southern America, like Florida. And they just take it, they take the extract from it, and what it does is it lowers the rate of testosterone into DHT. So as I mentioned before, androgens are a group of hormones, so naturally a percentage of your testosterone will be converted into another androgen called DHT, which simply stands for dihydrotestosterone. It's more potent, 3 to 5 times more potent than testosterone. And that's really the hormone that drives hirsutism. It gets into the hair follicle with the 5-alpha reductase enzyme and converts that hair into a thick, dark hair. So to lower DHT, saw palmetto is amazing at that. So if you can combine zinc with saw palmetto, we have that on the website as the anti-androgen bundle, that can hugely improve hirsutism. The next one I want to talk about, just got 2 more here, is a prescribed medication called spironolactone. Now, spironolactone is actually a prescription drug, so you'll need to speak to your doctor. Maybe it's right for you, maybe it's not. This is a conversation I want you to have with your doctor if you think this could help. And again, if you've had experience with spironolactone, feel free to share it below, because I find it can really help the next person. It's a medication it's a diuretic, so it removes excess fluid from your body. Generally used to treat, I'm just reading here, several conditions, heart failure, high blood pressure. But what they found is it also blocks the androgen receptor. So even though androgen levels are high, it blocks the receptor, so those androgens can't work on the receptor. So it acts as an anti-androgen. It's been shown through studies to improve hirsutism. So if you want to talk to your doctor and maybe think about that, spironolactone is a prescribed medication that can help hirsutism in PCOS. And the last one I want to talk about is one of my favorite supplements for PCOS, and it's NAC, N-acetylcysteine. One of the supplements with the most amount of research behind it. Improves insulin sensitivity, insulin resistance, lowers testosterone, lowers inflammation, improves ovulation rate, improves fertility, many things. And I just got this study here where they were comparing metformin to NAC in women with PCOS. So this is again a slightly older study from 2011. So they had 100 women with PCOS divided into groups of who took metformin versus who took NAC for 24 weeks. And after the 24 weeks, both treatments resulted in significant decrease in BMI, hirsutism score, fasting insulin, HOMA index, which is the insulin resistance index, free testosterone, menstrual irregularity. So NAC improves insulin resistance, free testosterone, menstrual cycle, reduces BMI, and also improves hirsutism score. So it's going to improve hirsutism through the action of improving insulin resistance. So if you don't have insulin resistance as a factor of your PCOS and you're wanting to improve your hirsutism, I wouldn't take NAC because that's how NAC is working. A quick snapshot. Insulin resistance causes high insulin, that causes high testosterone, that causes hirsutism. So if you don't have the insulin resistance, it's being driven by somewhere else. But if you do have insulin resistance, NAC could be an effective treatment strategy for hirsutism. I would also combine it with zinc and soil power matter. I probably wouldn't use it alone for hirsutism outcomes. I feel like zinc and soil power matter directly improve androgens and hirsutism, where NAC works by improving insulin. So let me know in the comments if you've tried any of these. Have they helped? Have something else helped for your hirsutism? How does hirsutism affect you? And feel free to be as open as possible. I know it is, it's online, it's public, so don't feel like you have to share anything. It's just the amount of feedback we get from others saying, oh, look, just reading all the comments, it really made me feel more confident, made me feel like I wasn't alone. So feel free to share your thoughts, experiences, feelings towards any of these treatment strategies or hirsutism for PCOS, and I will catch you on the next video.